Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have part 1 of my Yalc haul. So this is going to be all the books that I bought at Yalc or got free or won. The books that I came home with basically. So there's going to be absolutely no order to these books. I'm just going to pick them from the pile, show them to you guys because there are quite a few. So I'm just going to get straight into it because I don't want this video to be too long. So first up we have 3 novellas. They are from the Shatter Me series by Teilhard Murphy. So we have Believe Me, Unite Me and Find Me, and I have all the other books in the series and these were discounted, so I picked these up, but now I have all of the books in the series. So then I have the Hotkey book Celebrating 10 Years sample. I just hit myself in the face with that. Sample book. So this has 10 bestsellers from the last 10 years. A decade of bestsellers basically, and it has the first chapter I guess of each of those, so that's very cool. So then we have Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sulin Tan. This is absolutely stunning and I'm really glad that I finally have this. I've been wanting to pick this up for such a long time, and when I saw it at Yalc I knew I had to take advantage of the deal and get 2 for $15, so I got this one, and yeah, very stunning. Very excited to get to this one. I've heard incredible things about this one. People have been raving about it since before it came out, and it deals with Chinese mythology and it's a fantasy, and I'm really excited to get to this. So then we have A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. This cover again is absolutely beautiful. This is another one that I've been wanting to read for ages. I have been following Rebecca Ross on social media since like way before her debut came out, and I've never actually read all of her books yet, which is really sad. So I'm very glad that I finally have this one and I can read it and see what I think. I'm very excited to have a physical copy of this finally, and a hardback at that, so very happy. Then we have Woven in Moonlight. I've wanted a copy of this again for such a long time. I really wanted to get this before it came out, and for whatever reason just haven't got around to picking it up yet. But it's a very floppy paperback, which you guys know makes me happy, so I'm very happy to have this one. But this is inspired by Bolivian politics and it's a fantasy with magic and romance in it, and it just, again, I've heard such incredible things about this book. People have said that they loved it and it was so popular when it first came out, so I'm very excited to finally dive in and see what I think of it. I think and hope that I'm gonna really love it. So that was the Page Street table, I believe, and basically if you bought a book you got a free old arc. So I picked up one of the old arcs of Wicked As You Wish by Rin Chapeko. Again, another one that I've wanted to read for such a long time and just haven't got round to picking it up, but now I finally have a copy and I'm really excited to get to it. So this is an alternate history book. It also has magic and found family, and it's from the author of the Bone Witch trilogy, so yeah, very excited for this one too. So the next book is going to be covered in this video and in my signed books video because I picked this up at Yalc but then got it signed, and that is The Final Strife. I am obsessed with this cover, it's so cool, and I'm really excited to get into this one. This book has had amazing reviews and it's just such an exciting book, to be honest. I'm very excited to get to this, and Sarah was so nice. She was really lovely. There are trials taking place to become the next ember of the Empire, and I think I'm guessing our main character is going to join those trials, and it sounds amazing. I'm just going to read you the back because I feel like it's going to do a much better job at explaining what this book is about than me trying to do it. So it says, the Empire rules by blood. Red is the blood of the elite, of magic, of control. They are the embers. Blue is the blood of the poor, of the workers, of the resistance. They are the dusters. Clear is the blood of the servants, of the crushed, of the invisible. They are the ghostlings. Is that rule about to come to an end? So, sounds fascinating, sounds great. I think I'm going to really enjoy this one and I'm really excited to pick this one up. So then we have a book that I will be reading in an upcoming vlog, so stay tuned for that. That is Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. So this is a book about time travel, which is very exciting. I don't know too much about this one and I want to keep it that way. When you see the vlog, you'll understand why I don't want to know too much, but I do know that this involves time travel. And yeah, on the back it says, don't forget the rule. No one can know what you are. You must never tell anyone about monsters. So I'm intrigued and excited. So then we have another book which is going to be in this video and in the signed books video, and that is Beasts of Ruin by Ayana Gray. I met Ayana Gray, it was one of the best moments, it was so good. I was just thrilled to meet her, and they had the new editions of Beasts of Ruin, so I can't wait to dive into this. I really enjoyed Beasts of Prey. It's one of my favourite books of the year so far. I flew through it, I really enjoyed it, so I'm very excited to get to book 2, but yeah. Can't believe I got this signed, still so happy about that, but yeah, very excited to get to this one. So then we have 2 books that I have been wanting to read for such a long time, and if you guys have been watching my channel for any length of time, you'll know that I have that beautiful special edition of Strange the Dreamer. And I haven't read Strange the Dreamer because that's the only edition I had. I'd never found the matching floppy paperbacks, which is what I wanted to read, because that is the signed special edition, first edition, sprayed edges in all its glory. I'm not going to read that and risk damaging it, right? So I've been trying to find the matching paperbacks for the 2 books in the duology, and I found them, and they were 2 for £5, so I was so excited. But yeah, so I've got Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares, and you can bet your ass I'll be reading these soon and doing a vlog for it, because I'm so excited and I can't wait to finally read these books. I think I'm going to really like them. Obviously, most people are obsessed with them. I feel like it's a very well-loved duology and so many people are obsessed. So yes, finally I can read Strange the Dreamer. And then I have an ARC that I won in a giveaway, and that is This Book Kills by Ravina Guron. I believe this was one of the spin the wheel and then you win a book. So yeah, me and Krish had a go and we won. So yeah, this is a thriller, and it says on the side that it is the deadliest thriller of 2023. The only thing I know about this book is what it says on the back, and it's hooked me already. And it says, Jess wrote the perfect murder. Someone carried it out, and now she's next. So yes, this is from Usborne, and it's coming out on the 5th of January next year. And honestly, I'm so excited to get to this. I think it's going to be so much fun, like such a fun thriller. And I'm kind of torn whether to save this for Halloween and kind of read it in spooky season, or to just read it ASAP because it sounds really cool. So then we have a book that I think everyone is excited for, and I was trying to explain, this is, I'm just going to show you, My Mechanical Romance by Alexine Farrell-Fulmuth, who is also Olivia Blake, if you didn't know. It's the same author. This is her real name, Olivia Blake is her pen name. Yes, this is her new romance. And the back is amazing. It says, nerds are so hot, especially battle robot building nerds. So very cute. It has a main character who is an engineering student, or she is a student with very good engineering talents. This is very short. It's less than 300 pages. So I feel like I might try and read this one weekend, like in one day. I think that would be fun. But yes, and the cover is just stunning. It's so cute. I'm obsessed. So then I have a trilogy, and this table was the PG UK table, and the guy who was running the PG UK table gave me a bunch of books for free. So I don't even know how that happened, but I'm going to show you them. But I got the Camelot Rising trilogy, which is another trilogy that I've been wanting to read for years. Like, I wanted to read this before they came out, and they have always just been, the paperbacks have always been so expensive, like hardback expensive, and they've never gone down in price. And I was always just waiting for them to go down in price, and then I saw them there and he let me have some of them for free, so very exciting. But yeah, so it's the Guinevere Deception is the first one, and it's the Camelot Betrayal, and then the Excalibur Curse. I think that's the right order anyway. But yes, very excited, and the covers are so pretty, like they're so nice. And these are like the matte, really like soft touch covers, and they are some of the floppiest books I've ever experienced. So I'm beyond excited that I have these, and I can't wait to get to them. I think I'm going to really enjoy these, and yeah, I'm very excited to get to these. Then I have a graphic novel, and I got that from the PG UK table as well. So that is The Magic Fish. I have wanted to read this one again for a really long time. The illustrations are so cute, and the colour scheme is really nice. It's basically blue and red and some purple, but yeah, they're very cute illustrations, very fun, and I'm planning on reading this for a graphic novel readathon that I'll be doing soon. So yes, I think this will be very cute. It does deal with some very important topics, and it also has a focus on fairy tales, I believe, so that's very cool. But yeah, I can't wait to read this one, and I finally have it. So then I have another book that I got for free from that table, and that is Kyra Lee's It Will End Like This. This is a thriller, and it's based on the Borden murders, and I saw a review saying that it was like a very unique and fresh twist on kind of the perception of the Borden murders. And I had to look up the Borden murders because I didn't know what they were talking about, but I looked it up last night, and I'm going to do some more research into it before I read this. I'm thinking I might save this one for Halloween as well, sort of around spooky season, but again, it sounds really creepy. The back says, we wear masks, Maddie and I. Masks to hide what's really on our minds, what we're really feeling. What I mean is, you should always look harder. There is always more to a story. And the cover is really beautiful, but also really terrifying. So I love that. Then I have another book that I got signed, and that is The Songs You've Never Heard by Becky Jones and Ellie Wyatt. This is an author duo who are songwriters. So they wrote songs for Disney, for K-pop artists, for musicals, for Sesame Street. So yeah, very fun. And they actually wrote all the songs that the characters discuss in the book, and they have an album, so you can listen to the album while reading the book, and I just thought that's such a cool and unique idea. I've never heard of anything like that, so I'm really excited that I met them. It was really, really cool, and I'm excited to pick this one up. It's a contemporary, as you can probably guess, and yeah, it sounds really fun. Then I have another book that I was really, really keen to pick up, and I've been seeing this everywhere, and I've been following the author, and I thought it was something that I think I would really, really enjoy. So when I saw it, I was like, I need to pick that up immediately, and that is The Society for Soulless Girls by Laura Stephen. So this has been described as a sapphic retelling of Jekyll and Hyde, and it's dark academia, and it sounds so cool. There's some students that died at this academy or this school, and then these two girls try to figure out what happened, so it kind of gives me those kind of like Truly Devious vibes in that sense. But yeah, it's a retelling of Jekyll and Hyde, and it's sapphic, so I'm very excited for this one, and I actually really enjoy the cover. It's very simple but very striking as well. So yeah, I'm excited to get to this. So then I picked up a copy of Blackout. This is by a bunch of different authors, and it is a romance set during a blackout in, I believe, New York City. So this is written by Danielle Clayton, Tiffany D. Jackson, Nick Stone, Angie Thomas, Nicola Yoon, and Ashley Woodfolk. So I'm very excited to get to this. I think it's going to be a really quick and fun read, and it has the black sprayed edges, which is very cool. So I'm excited to get to this one. But yeah, it's love stories set during a blackout in New York City. So then I have another kind of horror thriller type book, and that is Dark and Shallow Lies by Ginny Myers Sane, and I have not heard of this before, but I saw it and I just thought it looked like such a cool cover, and the concept sounded really unique. So it's set in Louisiana, and basically there is a girl that goes missing, I believe, and there's a family of psychics. So yeah, it's kind of giving me Raven Cycle, but kind of also The Devouring Grey kind of vibes, kind of spooky, kind of dark, kind of twisted, and again, one that I think will be perfect for spooky season, but I may pick it up before then. We're nearly at the end of the pile, so the next one I have is another freebie. So I forgot to mention some of the other books that were free, but I kind of lost track, so I did not buy all of these. Many of them I either won or the guy on the PG UK table gave them to me for free. Like, most of the books that I got were from him, and most of them were free. I don't really understand. Like, Krish bought a graphic novel which he gave him for £1 and then said to me, oh, just take 2 or 3 books, like just pick them and you can have them for free. So I don't really know how that happened, but I got a bunch of these for free, and I kind of lost track of telling you which ones were free or which ones I paid for. But this one was one of the freebies for sure, and that was Before Takeoff. So this one I think is a contemporary with thriller type vibes. So basically they get stuck in a airport terminal, and the main female character sees a green light which she discovers is a button, and she presses it and all hell breaks loose, basically. There's snowfalls in B terminal, jungle sprout up in C terminal, and earthquakes split the ground between. So drama, and I'm here for it. I think it's gonna be really fun. Again, it's a very floppy paperback. I think this will be a really fun book to read on the weekend, just, you know, read it all in one go, or a readathon, or like a 24-hour readathon. I think that'll be a very fun vibe for that. But yeah, it just sounds crazy and wild and random and cool, and I just think this is gonna be a really fun read. So then I have 2 more free books from that table. I'm so excited. So basically the first one is House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig, and I am so excited that I have this. It's another one that I've wanted for absolutely ages and just not got around to picking up, and now I finally have it, so I'm very excited for this one. So this is a book that is set by the sea, and it follows 12 cursed sisters, and it has magic, and I just think it sounds so cool. I originally assumed, like, before I saw this like physically, that it had something to do with mermaids, just because of the like seaside vibe, but yes, it's magic and it's following 12 cursed sisters, so that sounds very intriguing. And then I also got Small Favours by Erin A. Craig as well. So this follows our main character Ellery, who is basically fighting these creatures in the woods who are like they're kind of giving me Fae vibes, because they seem to be like offering people stuff, but there are extreme consequences to making a deal with these creatures, so they're kind of giving me Fae kind of vibes. But this just sounds so cool, and I have seen a lot of hype around this on social media, so I'm excited to see what this one is like and if I enjoy it. I hope I will, and I think I will. So yes, I'm very excited to finally have these books by Erin A. Craig, because I've been following her again for a really long time and I've been wanting to pick these up, so I finally have them now. So then we have another freebie that I won, and this is the Penguin Game of Tropes rulebook. So basically they had a game where they had these doors on the front of their station, and they would have a character's name and then like a trope, the type of book or like the genre, and then maybe like one fact about them. And if you guessed 3 characters right from the books they were in, then you won the rulebook. So that's very cool. But it has quizzes in it, it has a few different samples in it. You have to pick your character, so there's the Heartbreaker, the Thrill Seeker and the Magic Maker, and yeah, so it has quizzes in it, it has the rule book for the game, and then different chapters have different samples. So then Krish actually won a copy of If You Still Recognise Me by Cynthia So, which I then got signed. This is a sapphic contemporary romance, and I'm very excited to get to this one. I don't know an awful lot about the actual plot, but I've heard incredible things, and obviously I know it's a romance, I know it's sapphic, so that's all I really wanted to know. And then finally, last but definitely not least, we have the book that Krish bought me and I was just beyond excited, and that is The Lives of Saints by Leigh Bardugo. I have wanted a copy of this for such a long time, and it is absolutely gorgeous. If you don't know, this is basically the stories of the saints from the Grishaverse, and it has illustrations. I didn't own this one yet. I do have Language of Thorns, but I didn't have the Lives of Saints, so now I have it. It's very gorgeous, and I'm excited to dive into it and continue reading more about the Grishaverse. So those are all of the books that I picked up over the Yalc weekend. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these and if you enjoyed them. And if you're at Yalc, let me know as well if you picked up any books and which you're most excited to read. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. All of my other Yalc content will be linked in the description box, so if you want to go and check those videos out, you can. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and you'll see me in the next one. Bye guys!